Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mohit Bhagwaj with cameraman Satya from Chennai, wherein a cyclone is reported to be heading towards us. Check that fish. We're gonna talk about the BYD Atto 3, the car we're driving here in Chennai, and it looks flashy for sure. And that's why let's kick things off design first. The nose of the BYD Atto 3 looks sharp. It comprises a brushed aluminum finish over here that houses the BYD logo. And in case you're wondering what is BYD, well, it stands for Build Your Dreams. These headlamps, they are inspired by a dragon's face, and that's why they get multiple elements over here and look really neat. Lower down to the bumper, you get piano black finish to break the visual bulk, and I really like the front end. Let's move toward the sides. You get sharp looking 18-inch alloy wheels on the Atto 3, and they are said to be aero ones, well, cutting the air off from the car. And the C-pillar element, it gets grill-like treatment and looks neat too. Over to the rear, you have a light bar much like the front end, and so does the bumper. Well, it follows the suit of the nose itself, and the overall design looks very neat and sharp to me, with a lot of cuts, creases and lines. What do you think of it? Let us know in the comments below. Yes, it's time to talk interiors now, but to get inside the Atto 3, you need just a card. Tap it here and you get inside. Step inside the Atto 3 and you realize that this cabin is tacky, it's modern, it's stylish for sure. Well, BYD has used a lot of layers, materials, colors on this cabin, and they make it look modern. Of course, there would be certain things that you would not like, but let's start with what you would like for sure. We'll talk about it later. Let's start with the instrument cluster first. It feels like it comes straight off from a super bike. These door handles, they feel a little flimsy to me, but overall fit and finish levels of this cabin are really great. Move toward the center console, you have an aircraft-like transmission lever. There are a couple of buttons here and all of them are really functional. These AC vents, they are dumbbell styles. These seats, they come from a sports car it seems, and they hug you really tight, keep you in place even if you're going fast. Also, the steering wheel is nice to hold, and the overall color combination of this cabin looks fresh to me. One thing that I didn't like are these side pockets, because they get rubber strings which look fragile to me. Well, what do you think of this cabin? Let us know in the comments below. Space-wise, it's fairly comfortable on the front. Let's get to the rear seats and see what they have on offer. Like the front seats, rear bench is comfortable too. You can sit 3 abreast, and with the flat floor, there's ample leg room over here. Also, the knee room, headroom is not much of an issue. Well, I'm 5 feet 6 inches for that matter, and the seat is set to my driving preference. Like the front seat, you get a center armrest over here as well. You can stretch your legs right beneath the seat, and to charge your phone, you have a Type A and Type C USB charger. In case you're thinking you might feel claustrophobic, you won't, because you get a large panoramic sunroof on the Atto 3. And in case you just wanna tickle or fondle the driver, you can do so, because these sports seats get place for you to make way for your hand. Well, that's the fun part. Let's move to the boot space and see what it has on offer. 440 liters of boot volume is what you get on the Atto 3, but what you do not get over here is a spare wheel, not even a space saver for that matter. All that you are offered with is a puncture repair kit. Thankfully, this boot is power operated. Well, there's a lot more to talk in this review, and let's get on the driving seat to get going. Electric motors are silent. They do not make any noise, and therefore you can hear the wipers screaming over here, because in Chennai it is raining cats and dogs. Coming back to electric motors, they make a lot of torque. In this case here in Atto 3, the figures stand at 310 Newton meter, while the peak power output stands at 150 kilowatt. What that helps in this car is it gives it a 0 to 100 kmph sprint timing of 7.3 seconds only, and it can also make your head hit hard on the headrest for sure. Well, your neck's got to be strong if you want to floor the pedal a lot more than it is needed. Thankfully, Atto 3 comes with level 2 ADAS safety systems and a lot of other active and passive safety net that keeps you safe. Now coming to the ride and handling part, well, the suspension is tuned more for comfort than dynamics. What that means is in tight corners or when you're splitting lanes rather quickly and abruptly, there's body roll which you will experience for sure. But the car has a top speed of 180 kmph, electronically restricted, and cruising capabilities wherein you can do 120 kmph all day long. Talking of brakes, they are confidence inspiring for sure because you get disc brakes on all four ends. In fact, regenerative braking also helps in making the car come to a stop rather quickly. Single pedal driving is also possible on the Atto 3. However, the fantastic bit remains here is the overall visibility out from the car. Well, you can see there's a lot of grass area over here. All in all, it's a nice car to drive, and the ARAI tested, in fact claim range of 520 odd kilometers feel really true in our practical and real world test driving conditions. It's time to sum this video up and let you folks know if you should consider buying the BYD Atto 3 at an ex-showroom price of rupees 33.91 lakhs or not. Well, my answer is yes. Why? Because the car looks good. It has quite some road presence with a length of roughly 4.5 meters, a width of almost 1.9 meters and a height of almost 1.6 meters. With interesting design element, it does catches a lot of eyeballs when on the road. Step inside, you're treated with a modern, tacky and quirky and of course a stylish interior. Build quality is great too, so are the fit finish levels. Coming to the powertrain, it feels potent as well, and with a claim range of 521 kilometers ARAI certified, it feels like a practical electric SUV. What's more that you want from the Atto 3? Let us know in the comments below. Also, let us know what do you think of this car, because we are going back home impressed.